Hello, friend. I wanted to record this video for you to capture what transpired in me over the past hour because I believe that it can serve you if you implement. So, I at 11 o'clock I finished typing an email that I was working on, and truly at 11 p.m. precisely, I burst into tears. Sitting right here at my desk, I just started crying. And it was almost like, where did that come from? And so I got up and I immediately sought out an external source. It was a person to make me feel better. And they didn't really have a bunch of time for me. So they didn't really, it was nice, but it didn't really help. Now, what I know now that I didn't know at like 11:03 is that they couldn't help me because this was a me thing, right? So they didn't have the answer. So I went into the other room and I just let myself cry. And I let myself cry with no judgment. I just let the emotion come up. And then the second thing I did, so that's the first thing, I just let myself feel how I felt. But then the second thing I did is I totally judged how I was feeling. And I became aware that my internal dialogue was like, what is wrong with you? You know better. Why are you doing this again? This is the same pattern and you need to take better care of yourself and are like, basically it's like, cue the movie with every single screw up Michelle has ever made ever in 3, 2, 1. And it just spins out. And that watching that movie is a fast track to crazy town for me. So the third thing that I did, so the first thing is I let myself cry. The second thing is I totally judged how I was feeling. And then the third thing that I did is I stopped the judgment. I recognized what was happening. And here's the thing, not only is it not helping, it's actually hindering the process. So I just said enough. And I stopped the judgment and I let myself cry. Well, I'm honestly home by myself in this moment and I didn't want to be alone. And so I sought out another external source and she totally has not responded yet to my reach out. And I stood in the office and I started laughing. Because what I realized is that the universe was delivering me a message. And the message was, this is a you thing. Babe, this is a you thing. This is all you. And so what I did is I put my hands on my heart and I asked myself, if you were someone you loved, how would you treat you right now? And so I just let myself be because that's how I would treat someone that I loved. I just let myself be how I was without demanding that I fixed anything or changed anything or was any different than I was. I just allowed what was to be okay. And then I put my hands on my heart. And I said, hey, love, how does it feel to be you right now? And then I let myself talk. I gave voice to the feelings that I was feeling. And to be honest, I wasn't sure what was going to come up, but I listened as this part of me emoted and spoke what was real. And I just listened. And I didn't rehash the 50 things that are on our to-do list. I didn't play out everything that she didn't get done today. I didn't even remind her of all the great things that she was doing and how she was winning and how she's amazing. And I just listened without trying to jump in and fix me. And then, hands on my heart, I said, what do you need right now? And I listened and I gave that to myself. And here's what I need you to know. Here's what I want you to know in the span of about 35 minutes, and that includes journaling a little bit about the process and kind of how this moved through me, I feel good. Something that I have been learning for years, and that is just a message that I'm hearing repeated a lot. Recently, it's something that I'm speaking with my clients about. Our emotions don't want to be trapped inside of us any more than we want to keep them there. And right now, my friend and coach, Sean Smith, is doing a series of videos on his personal page about this conversation. And it's real, and it's important, and it's powerful. We're human. Humans have emotions, and they want to be expressed. That's what an emotion, that's its only job, is to be felt. And we stick them on us and in us, and we deny them the opportunity to do their job. We deny ourselves the opportunity to feel them. I think it's because we think it won't stop. I think it's because we think that if we do that, then we don't know when we're ever going to stop crying, or we don't know what's on the other side. But what's on the other side is peace and ease. What's on the other side is hope. It's possibility for something new and different than what you're experiencing right now. So your details will be different because you're different. But if there's something that's rising up in you, let it out. And if you need support, ask for it. For many, many years, I really needed somebody to help guide the emotions out of me. And I still do, in a different way than I did at the time. But there's nothing wrong. Like when I say at the time, I mean at the time that I first started my journey. A lot of us need space. We need space to be held, or space to be received, or space to be opened for us, or somebody to ask us questions to guide us through our emotions back to the truth and to the core of who we are. It's possible for you. You can put down the fight and the struggle to keep what is in that doesn't want to be in. You can put that down, and you can feel happiness and hope and peace. It's possible. Get support. Message me. I fought for years. I'm happy to do anything that I can to guide you back to the truth. So, I pray that this video served you. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. This is the kind of stuff that used to would have taken me out for weeks. Or it would have had me run to the kitchen to grab a drink, or 3 or 4. Or it would have had me grab, the pipe to smoke up. Anything to not feel how I was feeling. And now, in 35-ish minutes, I just opened up and I let it move through. It's possible. I promise. I don't care how many years you've been living in the other way. I lived in the other way for 41 of my 42 years. It's possible. If you're older than me, it's possible. If you're younger than me, it's possible. Let me know if I can help. And if I can't, get support. wherever you need. You're worth it. You're worthy. Feel your feelings. The only way out is through. I'm not done, but I'll stop here for now. Be well. Take care. So much love.